Good morning. It's good to see you today. Hope you're having a good day. It's Wednesday, and on Wednesdays we look to the Proverbs. We're going to be looking in Proverbs chapter 3 today. In Proverbs chapter 3, we're going to be looking at a few verses about wisdom and discretion. Come on with us to that chapter. In Proverbs 3, let's read a little bit. Verse 21 says, "My son, let them not depart from your eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion. So they will be life to your soul and grace to your neck. Then you will walk safely in your way, and your foot will not stumble. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. Yes, you will lie down, and your sleep will be sweet. Do not be afraid of sudden terror, nor of trouble from the wicked when it comes, for the Lord will be your confidence, and will keep your foot from being caught." Just a wonderful passage there. And as you think about what made me think about this proverb, or what I thought of as we were reading it, says, "You will not be afraid of sudden terror." There are so many people right now that are so afraid, and they are afraid of living their life, frankly. There are so many people who are isolated and are secluded, and they are just terrified of what might happen. And it's, as you think about this proverb, I want you to think about wisdom and discretion. And I want you to think about some of the things that we find in this passage, the passage we just read. One thing, I want you to consider soul and body. Right? Back to our passage, as it says, "Let them not depart from your eyes, keep sound wisdom and discretion, so they will be life to your soul and grace to your neck." I want you to think about soul and body, because I think a lot of times all people worry about is their body. And certainly we should glorify God with our body, and we recognize that. But we also need to recognize our soul and what our soul needs, because our soul does have needs. And what we'll find is, if our soul is being satisfied, then our body will follow suit. As you think about it, and I hope you understand what I mean by that. Doesn't mean that we won't get sick, doesn't mean that we won't even die or things like that. But as you think about, for example, the disciples in the Garden of Gethsemane, the spirit was willing, but the flesh was weak. We need to make sure that our soul's where it needs to be, but also we also need to discipline our body. You might consider that, but just from this passage again, there's different ways to think about these things, different ways to skin a cat, as it is. But I just wanted you to see, so that these things will be life to your soul and grace to your neck, that both elements are mentioned. But then it has, "You will walk safely in your way." And that's the second thing, that you will have, if you have wisdom and discretion, and we'll talk about discretion here in a second, but you will enjoy safety as you go about your day, as you think about it. And again, the point of the passage is not that, to look back at it. The point of the passage is, it is not saying that, for example, verse 25, it is not saying that there will not be sudden terror. It is not saying that there will not be trouble. That's not what the passage says. It does not say that there will not be wickedness that will confront you and try to trip you up. That's not what it says. It says those things are coming. What the passage says is that you will have safety. If you hang on to wisdom and discretion, it does not matter where you go. You will have safety as you go. Not only will you have safety as you go, you will have safety as you rest. The passage, again, "When you lie down, you will not be afraid. Yes, you will lie down, and your sleep will be sweet." With everyone being so afraid in this day and age, do you think it's causing people to lose sleep? I think so. I think so. I think that a lot of people are going through their life scared. And I think it is causing them to, they don't feel safe. They don't feel safe. This is why we keep wisdom and discretion. Safety as you go and safety as we rest, that we can lie down and we can recognize, and our fourth point is the most important one. Our confidence is in the Lord. And that's ultimately what it comes down to. Do not be afraid of sudden terror, nor of trouble. Verse 26, for the Lord will be your confidence. We need to put our confidence in the Lord. That's what we need to do. We need to stop putting our confidence in someone other than the Lord. And it does not matter who it is. Anybody else on God's green earth is going to be fallible. Namely, they make mistakes. People try their best, but people have agendas. People make mistakes. People just aren't right. People are deceived and deceiving others. Put your confidence in the Lord. It is good for your soul. It's good for your body. You will have safety as you go. You will have safety as you lie down, and your sleep will be sweet. When we realize the Lord is our shepherd, we shall not want, that we can go through the valley of the shadow of death, but still his rod and his staff, they comfort us, and he is with us. That even in the presence of our enemies, a table is set. We recognize all those things through wisdom and discretion. That word discretion, it's an interesting word here. And other translations translate it as, most of them are discretion. Some of the translations give it as discernment. A few of them give the word as counsel. Others of them talk about judgment. What Strong says the word literally means, and I'm not saying Strong's the final authoritative voice on the matter, but it says it's the word for the plan, that it's a plan. So as you think about wisdom and discretion, think about the idea of it's one thing to be wise, it's another thing to implement wisdom. Be wise and stick to the Lord's plan. Show good judgment. Listen to his counsel. Do all those things that we've spoken about, and what will we find? Our confidence is in the Lord, and that will keep us as we go, that will keep us as we lie down, and now we're talking about what's good for soul and body. You might think about these matters. Hope you enjoyed this study. Hope it was beneficial to you somehow. Read the passage and think about how afraid so many people are now, how afraid people are right now. And think about all the times that the Lord himself said, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. You might consider the matter. But just a little bit of our daily bread just to get you going this morning. I hope you have a good day wherever you're at, whatever you're doing. Hope you have a good and a blessed day. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope to see you tomorrow morning. Thanks for being with us today.